Here you go. Ah! You missed. What is up, guys? Welcome back to our YouTube channel. My name is Tin Chu, currently fourth year medical student. This is Jazz.
Hello folks, how are you guys? I'm Jazz, I'm a fourth year medical student at SGU.
So today we'll be kind of talking about discussion how life was on the island, how studying was, how the school was on the Grenada island. We have very different thoughts on this, me and Jazz, so you guys will get to hear both sides. Alright, man. So what do you think? Did you like being on the island for 2 years?
During term one, I wouldn't say I liked it because I was just struggling, but looking back on it, I actually enjoyed it a lot. I wouldn't say a lot, I enjoyed it. And it wasn't really like the best thing about the island compared to studying at home in like Cali and just being back in the States. It's so simple, like literally all you had to worry about was just studying. That's all you had to do. And it was so peaceful. I didn't know anything that was going on back home. And like there was anything like other dramas that like what was going on with just a bunch of different things. It was just like, you're just so focused on studying. And you're studying at this island, beautiful island. And that's the reason why I enjoyed it. Like looking back on it, going through it, it's hard. But looking back on it, it was such an amazing place to study because it was just so simple. Now you literally have to worry about like going to clinicals. There's always like family, like come here, let's go here during this weekend. Or there's always this function party because I have a huge family and everything like that. So it's just so much things, and like you didn't have to worry about transportation. I have my own car now, and it's just like little things like that you take for granted at the island. But it was just straight studying. That's all, and it was like best scenery possible. So that's the reason why I would say I enjoyed the island.
Yeah, but isn't that the case? That just sounds to me like you can do that anywhere. It doesn't have to be on the island, as long as you kind of went to a different state and got the same benefit.
That's true, but there was just something about Grenada, specifically where it was just so simple. It kind of reminded me of India, where my family lives in Punjab, India, or they used to live. We live in the States now, but they lived in Punjab, India, and we go there like here and there, and it's just like so simple. It's just peaceful, and I feel like SGU was just so peaceful, even though it was stressful. But it was just really peaceful. Like I don't know how to like describe it in the other sense, but it was just super peaceful. Like it was just like all you had to worry about was just studying. I just found it like super peaceful.
Yeah, no distraction. Sure,
no distraction.
I can see that. So my thoughts differ on Jazz is that I hated my 2 years on the island. It was the absolute worst 2 years of my life. I like after the first week, I was like, I'm ready to go home. I just want to get this over with. Because I think a lot of the time people like, especially, I knew it was just like an island, but you gotta realize that it's a third world country pretty much.
That's true.
And the reason why it was so isolated is that really helped decrease the distractibility, which helpful with what Jazz mentioned. But a lot of people don't realize it's literally a third world country. You step out of that little tourist spot around SGU and you're encountered by poverty, and there's not much else on the island. Yeah. It's just a lot of touristy spot. I grew up in Vietnam, so I go back every summer, and I realized it's really similar to Vietnam, like which is also a third world country, and you see a lot of poverty and it's just not utilities and living standard, it's just not going to compare to the States. And if you're willing to pay extra money on the island and live at like really high, fancy, luxury places, which I know a lot of students do, then it might not be as bad. But my experience, I wanted to save money. I share a room with my roommate, and we lived kind of a little bit off of campus, in like one of the locals' house, and they rented out. So I gotta say, living standard is definitely not up there, not up to what you used to in the United States.
Yeah, that's definitely a big thing. What me and my roommate did was my roommate was like my best friend, so it kind of made it great at the same time. But after term 2, my last year there, we got a place which is pretty far away. It's called Montu, which is kind of like really far away. So it was really cheap, and it was just so like, it was just very like wide open. It was just huge. So we really enjoyed that, and it was just like far away. Like for me, when I lived on campus for term 1 and term 2, when you're living on the campus, you could just feel the vibe. It's a stressful environment because it is med school.
It's true. Like campus dorm sucks. You guys don't stay on campus dorms.
Yeah, like it was.
You had to stay there for first term.
Yeah, you have to stay there for term 1.
They make you stay there for term 1.
Yeah.
What I did to get out of it was I told them you bring a pet, and they will let you rent out the place. You don't have to stay in the dorm, and you can literally. What I did is I didn't actually bring my pet over. I just kind of emailed them my vaccination card for the pet, and that was enough for them to let me stay off the campus. So that's something you guys can do. Just don't tell them that I said this.
Yeah. So during term 4 and 5, it was just so awesome because we were just getting away with campus. So with me, term 1, I lived on campus.
How much was it a month?
On campus?
Yeah. I like a term.
$1,500.
$1,500 a month.
Yeah.
But like,
it was really like.
I tried to put some pictures and stuff, but yeah, it was like like a dorm share with like 2 or 3 other people.
Yeah. It was.
It was a dorm share with like 2 or 3 other people.
Yeah. So my first term, it was just. It was like such a like. It was a big room, but that's all it was, and you were sharing that with another like roommate. And the thing is, there wasn't even 2 doors. It was like one like huge room, and you sleeping with a dude that's like right across from you. So
yeah,
that was
no
like
separate bathroom or anything.
no separate bathrooms, no separate anything.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, it's all shared.
like he farts, you smell that.
Yeah.
But yeah, he farts, you smell that, and like it was just like term 1 was not like. Luckily, I had a great roommate, so that was pretty cool. Then term 2, what happened was it's kind of like what we have right now. There's 3 rooms. There's like a big living room, but over there was like a small living room.
And how much were you paying for like living off campus? Same price or?
No, that was actually at the dorms. There was 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that was say roughly it's around the same price. So there's 3 rooms. There's like a living room, shared restroom, and a shared kitchen. Unlike here, so we have our own restrooms, but we still have to share a living room.
Well, yeah, but like rent was pretty much like California crazy price, probably even more expensive.
Yeah, it's like $1,500. Yeah.
You don't want to have your own place.
Yeah, so that was luckily it was my roommate from what I had in term 4 and 5. So he's like my brother from another mother. So that was cool. But the other guy, I didn't know him that well, but we got to be friends afterwards. But yeah, the housing term 1, I did not like it. Term 2, it's cool if you find the right people. Term 4 and 5, I absolutely loved it. It was only $700.
Huh? That's when you moved off campus.
That was when I moved off campus. Term 3, 4, and 5.
How much was it?
$750 a month.
That's including utilities and everything.
No, 100. I would probably add an extra 100.
Okay, so like 850.
Yeah, and it was sharing one, and
one other person.
Yeah, with one other person. Okay. So it was pretty awesome because it was like my best friend on the island. So we pretty much like did everything together. Like, we had if y'all don't know, Grenadian KFC is the most amazing food you'll ever have. I'm telling you, it's like, if one of y'all ever go to Grenada, Grenadian KFC, it's the best food you'll ever have.
So they have Pizza Hut there, right?
Yes.
KFC.
Yes.
What else do you have?
Pizza, Subway.
Oh, Subway on campus. Okay.
Subway on campus.
Pretty much
That's pretty much about it.
Like chain food.
Yeah,
wise,
chain American
that's
fast
similar
food.
to American.
Yeah.
I mean,
But the thing is, Grenadian KFC is a million times better than American KFC. So it's not even like a question.
I mean, I ate KFC there, but I wouldn't say it's like 1,000 times better. It could just be, look, I'm just saying, like, everything tasted good there because we were deprived of American food for such a long time.
Yes.
That's my thoughts on it. I don't, I enjoy the KFC like every now and then. I enjoy the Pizza Hut every now and then. I wouldn't say it's like better on the stage, but that's just me. Jazz really love it. They have one thing I want to point out is the price. It's actually pretty pricey over to eat food, right?
It depends.
Like the KFC is not any much more cheaper than here.
No, KFC was cheaper, dude.
And cheaper than here?
Yeah, so much cheaper. I used to get like 10 wings for like, what? Like $3?
I don't remember.
US
maybe
bucks?
I just don't eat it often enough. But I remember all the food there was expensive.
Not KFC.
Come on.
Pizza Hut was expensive. I'll give you that.
Yeah, Pizza Hut's expensive.
KFC
Maybe I don't
was
eat KFC enough.
KFC was bomb and it was cheap.
It wasn't that much cheaper.
No, it was that much cheaper.
I think it was cheaper. I would have eaten it. How about like umbrellas was expensive? Or
That was expensive. That was
so only
definitely
KFC is cheaper then.
KFC
I
was
give you
cheaper.
that. Okay?
Okay.
Everything else is expensive.
Yes.
As expensive as like California food, if not more. And I'm saying like New York, it's probably like maybe not as expensive as New York. I've never really been to New York, but I know New York's probably more expensive. But California can be pretty pricey too. Just because it's a third world country doesn't mean it's cheap food. Because the area that we're staying in, because we don't have cars, we're not driving anywhere else around the island. It's like touristy, so like a lot of the prices is like jacked up, especially grocery too.
So the thing is, groceries imported.
Yeah.
So as you guys know, in Tim's last video, if you guys haven't watched it, where we went to go out eat at a barbecue place, you guys know I have a huge oil addiction. So a pack of Oreos over there in Grenada was straight up like $9. Like those like 3 rows, like the regular packing of Oreos. That was $9 US.
How much is it here?
Like $3 here.
Yeah.
So it's like triple the price. So it literally I literally spent like $10 a week on just Oreos alone. So that was just not good at all. But yeah, there's a lot of import like dairy products, like milk, if you want American milk. Because like Grenadian milk is just like, it's not like frozen, it's just like you get it from the States and it's imported. So I'm like, I guess there's like import tax or something like that, so that's why you raise the roof. And plus there's students who I guess
yeah, but yeah, it's just super expensive for food over there.
Yeah, food is definitely honestly, I did enjoy the island. Would I do it again? Yes. But food was definitely one of the things that I wish that was definitely like a thing I did not like. It was just crazy expensive, and there wasn't just that much options. Because you get sick of Subway, you will get sick of Subway.
So let's talk next. We're gonna talk about just like activities. What kind of activities do you do there on the island? How do you have fun? How do you relax? Before you wrap it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was my favorite part of the island. I had such a great group of friends. Shout out to all my friends. So we would just go out to the beach. We would just hang out. We would just talk about like life in general, and it was just like, honestly, it was just those times like that you kind of just remember. It was just like, it's not the stuff that like we went to like the bars it's just like the whole environment of SGU. When I was grateful to have like a great group of friends where it really allowed me to like be who I am, or have fun at the same time, regardless of studying, or even after a test when we were just like blowing the roof off of bananas or something like that.
So you go out after every single test to bananas and brewery.
Term 1, I did not. Term 2, I think I was out like every 2 to 3 weeks.
Like 2 weeks.
Yeah. Because, I mean, I don't drink, but it was just all my friends that went. So I was just like YOLO. And I kind of got like a little hang of it, everything. So I kind of went out a little bit more. Term 4, I'd probably, like after every test, because it was just like, term 4 is actually like, it's actually pretty hard. So yeah, I would say it was just like my favorite moments were just hanging out with my friends, just talking like after the test, just talking about random stuff, just laughing, having a good time, going to the brewery after, and then not getting home till like 3 a.m. And then we have to lecture the next day, and half of them are like, half students are gone, half of them are throwing up because they're so drunk the other night, hangovers. But yeah, that was like one of my favorite parts of SGU.
Students can still have fun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I did nothing fun there. Absolutely zero. I went out brewery, and bananas a few times with my friends. Usually, after a test, we went out to eat after a test just to relax and stuff. But there's not much else to do. There's like hikes you can go on. I probably went on one hike the whole time I was there, just because like you don't have a car, you're not even getting around the island. You don't really know the island well. You don't know the terrain. I think some people have to like hire locals to. I think the first time we went hiking, we actually paid my friends pay some local to kind of like guide us around, take us to up. I think like the highest peak island, like on the island or something.
It's like.
I don't know what it's called, but it's like there's not much like personally for me. Really, I was just there. I studied. I hung out with friends like every now and then. I was just studying most of the time. I think some people learn how to scuba dive or something.
I went scuba diving one time.
Okay.
So.
But you get license or?
I think I did. Yeah.
You took the course.
Yeah, I took the course.
Yeah. A lot of people do that. Then you can come back to the state and it's still valid, and you can actually go scuba diving in the state and stuff too. I didn't shell out money for that. I didn't want to do any of that stuff.
Wait, I didn't go scuba diving actually. It was something else that I did.
Just like something like that.
Snorkeling.
Yeah.
I'm tripping. From all the studies.
And you think students rent out boats and yachts and stuff. They go on day trips to is it other islands or just
Also we went to Carriacou, which is a different a sister island of Grenada. After term 3, we had a weekend off, and it was the most awesome. We just went out to a group of friends, and we all just had a good time. We just went out to the different sites that were there. We had our own hotel there. We booked an Airbnb there. We got to see the locals there. It was just a good time. It was just simple stuff that you could do after a test, and it was just to get your mind off. It was awesome for me.
Yeah. So just to wrap this up, obviously, me and Jas, we went to the same place. We had vastly different experience, right? He really enjoyed his experience on the island. He would do it totally all over again. And I told him myself, I was like, no, I probably would never want to do that to myself ever again. Being on the island for the whole 2 years like that. So I think it just comes down to it's what you make of it, right? It's what you make of your experience. Obviously, Jas really enjoyed his experience. Maybe I could have been more like that. I think if I didn't focus so much on studying, maybe I could have spend some money, maybe live in a nicer place, maybe go out a little more often. But so I think it's the experience is what you make of it. So I hope this video helps you guys kind of see what the island life is about from 2 different perspectives. But just remember, don't forget why you're there in the first place, right? It's to
Study.
yeah, it's to
Get off the island so you can become a doctor.
right. You want to finish term 5. You want to get a good basic foundation, so you can ace your step 1 when you come back to the States and become a good third and fourth year medical student and eventually being a doctor. If you guys have anything else you want to learn, like put them in the comments. I'll include like Jazz's contacts, maybe your Instagram or something,
Yeah.
so you guys can hit him up. Well, you know how to say it. I just posted it in the page. But if you guys like the video, make sure you like it. Make sure you subscribe for more contents like this, and share this video with other friends and family members who are considering SGU. Until next time, it's your boy Tim.
Yeah.
Can you see it? Yeah. I don't want to go over there, man.
No, I'll just do it right now.
Go.
That's so bad.
Wake up! Wake up! You missed! Get it! Dude, it's not going anywhere! Dude! Get it! Dude, before I get back up, it's flipped over! Dude, oh my gosh! Dude, that thing is getting over! Oh! Where you go? Wait! Is it dying? But it's not moving. Oh, is this normal now? Dude, he's staring you down. Dude, staring right at you, man. Dude, hurry up and get it. How did you miss it with the book again?
Shut up! You're not doing
I
it!
thought you were a basketball player.
You're not doing anything! You're just watching!
Here you go. Ah! You missed it. It's too fast.
Oh!
You see it? Where is it? You see it? I don't see it. What are you doing?
They're not here.
What are you doing?
Gosh, that's out of it.
Oh, right there, I see it. It's still moving?
I'm still moving! But it's broken leg! Just finish it!
You finished it! Use your shoes!
Dude, you have to finish it!
No, I'm not getting anywhere near that thing, man.
You have to finish it!
No.
You have to hold something again.
I hold it up here. We did it, guys.